I want a baby so much and I cannot have one. Other women get pregnant without even trying. Is the universe playing a cruel joke on me? Excuse me. Okay. First of all, as the statement here says, you, my dear, are not the center of the universe. Just because you want a baby and you want it now, it doesn't mean the universe is going to stop everything to give you what you think you want. Now, a baby is not an accessory. It's not a designer handbag. It will come when it wants to come, mainly because a baby is a soul. See if you can understand this. I'll say it slower. A baby is a soul. Yes, you're going to say, I think you're stupid. No, I do not think you are stupid. I know you are. Now, you have to start from that premise that a baby is a soul. I will keep repeating this. And a soul will come here when it is good and ready, not whenever you want. Just because you're almost 40, or you have to have it now to keep the man, or you have to have it now that you are not working, so this is a good opportunity to have one, or you feel lonely, so you want to be needed and you want a baby, or it will give you attention for a short second, or whatever other selfish, extremely selfish reason you want a baby for. Because really, if you really loved children, you would go and adopt one. You will not just keep producing them. Okay, enough of the judgment. Now, let's go to why a baby might not be coming now. Many times, I'll have a client. Okay, I will mention one story because that was the most glaring one for me. I was in this center I used to work for in Istanbul, and I was actually in someone else's seminar in that same center. And during the break, this lady comes up to me in the kitchen and says, "Are you Eric?" I said, "Yes. Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Of course." And she says, "My sister has a 12-year-old girl who is very angry at both her parents, breaks things all the time, does not listen to the parents, and has always given the parents a very difficult time since the day she was born. What is wrong with her?" And at that moment, I see an image that the young girl is angry because her mother wanted a baby early because I think she was almost 40. So she forced her to come. Now, what do we mean by force her to come? This girl had made a deal with this mother to come, but not at that particular time. But because the mother was influenced by societal pressures, she was in a rush to have a baby. And because the deal was made, the soul had to come early. But you see, by the soul coming early, it did not have the star sign it wanted to have. It was not born at the right time it wanted to come into this world. You see, time is also like geography. Time is a place. And by coming 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years early, you're in the wrong place. It's like wanting to be in, let's say, Greece and being born in Spain. You might say, oh, what's the difference? They are both Mediterranean countries. No, there is a very big difference, because I wanted my lessons from Greece, and now I'm forced to get them from Spain. And Spain does not have what I wanted to learn. That's how time is as well. So at that moment, what I saw was that she forced this soul to come early, and now the soul is angry, or at least the personality is angry, because it feels like it's wasting a life. So I tell this to the lady. It's as if I was talking to a wall. She did not hear a word I said. She simply continued with, she makes a lot of noise. She keeps breaking things. And I'm thinking, are you not listening? She should not have gotten pregnant when she did. And then she admitted that she couldn't get pregnant and she had to go and do IVF, in vitro fertilization. So she was really forcing it. And this is why the daughter's angry. Now, in your case, you might want a baby now, because again, you really do believe that a baby is an accessory. But the soul that made the agreement with you might not be ready to come now. And if the soul doesn't owe you too much, it will not come just because you want it now. It is going to wait. But if it feels like it owes you for whatever, it might say, oh, okay, let me do you the favor. I'm going to waste a lifetime, but that's okay. We live forever. But the soul that you made an agreement with might not feel this way. Let's see if there's any other reasons why we do not have babies when we want them. In some cases, our souls are trying to save us from a constant headache. And this is why we don't have a baby when we want it. But no, the universe is not playing any cruel jokes on you, simply because it doesn't do that. Again, I have to go back to the baby is a soul. And the universe will say, okay, you want a baby, but no soul wants to come at the moment. For whatever reason. We don't know the reasons, because they are so varied. So I would suggest, stop being selfish. The funny thing is, I'm all about being selfish. However, make sure it does not interfere with another person or another soul. So in this case, you're being very selfish because you want another soul to do what you want them to do. Just because you want a baby and you want it now. So, yes, stop being selfish. Again, there's nothing wrong with being selfish, but stop wanting another soul to do what you want them to do. And say to the universe, I would like a baby. Whenever this soul is ready, I'm also ready. And then let it happen whenever it happens. Now, you might find me 100 earthly excuses. The souls don't care. They simply don't. So let these excuses go, because they are keeping you unhealthy, worried, stressed, not smiling, and a whole lot of other things that are simply not worth it. Let them go. And I will close this with, always remember, a baby is a soul. I will leave it at this.